Here's one of the latest interviews from Rock and Metal Revival. If you want to hear the whole show, go to rmrshow.com.
From the new Newsted CD, this is fantastic, Jerry. It's great to hear Jason back. That is Soldier Head. That fucking song is kicking my ass, and glad to have him back, and we are proud to have him on this edition of Rock and Metal Revival. Welcome to the show, Jason Newsted.
Thanks for having me, guys. Well, some serious props there. Appreciate that. Yeah. It is pretty metal, though, isn't it?
It is. It's about time somebody came back with some non-screamo metal. I mean, some great vocals, and I mean, bust your breastbone with the,
Great riffs, the whole thing, man. I was surprised. After I heard Soldier Head, I was like, all right, let's see what the rest of this, and the rest of it is great, too. It just gets better as it goes.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, the old school metal, man, it's back. You know, there's some good bands out there, Mastodon and the Sword and stuff like that are still kicking butt and singing pretty good, but the old school thing is the old school thing. You can only be that if you are, you know?
Yeah,
so that's what I am, baby.
Well, you've been at this for a while, Jason, and we were earlier today before we called you on the phone. We were listening to some old Flotsam and Jetsam tunes.
Yeah, and Doomsday for the Deceiver, dude. I love that CD.
So that took us back, and through your career, we can really hear the evolution of your music in this new 4-song EP. How long have you actually been working on this, getting it ready to go?
We've had our nose to the stone on this since about September of last year. I composed the songs on my iPad, all the instruments and stuff, 11 tracks we've recorded so far. Did them the end of August, and we started getting on it. Jesus and Jesse and myself started getting on it about September. So we're in it 6 months solid, and you got that music right there. So we recorded it in 2 weeks, the 11 songs in 2 weeks. Just the raw thing, took a day to set up, rocked it out, took a day to mix, get out of there, and you know, that was kind of just the real deal.
So did you record it with GarageBand or something?
The demo was all done on GarageBand, and then we went in with Anthony Fox from Aerosmith fame to he captured it for us. We went into a little studio in a farmhouse down in Turlock, California, and just rocked it out, man. A couple of weeks just jamming in the room, and dude captured it pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
It's exceptional. And tell us a little bit about your band. Tell us a bit how you met up with these guys and started playing with them.
Yeah, so our drummer's named Jesse Mendez Jr., Jesus Mendez Jr. I got to call him that because we have two Jessies. So he's Jesus, and we've known each other for almost 15 years. He started out working for Metallica as a local crew guy here in California, and then he was a drum tech on the Echo Brain tour, and then we started jamming in the Chop House about 2002. So we got about a dozen years under our belt together. And then Jesse Farnsworth is a guitar guy and background vocal. He plays some bass on the record as well. We switch in the studio and live, bass and guitar. So I play guitar on a few songs, play all the rhythm guitars on the record myself, about 95%. And Jesse does the leads and stuff. So we've been together as a trio about 5 years, slamming out the slabs of metal, kind of improv style in my Chop House studio. And then since about August of last year, we've been honing it and to get it here now.
So have you taken it out and played it in front of a crowd yet, or are you still waiting to do that?
Yeah, we're working on that right now. The record's been out actually 2 weeks and debuted #1 on the iTunes Metal charts. Just out of, we just do it out of Chop House out of my garage here, so it's like 3 of us got it to #1 there versus all the other biggies. We're pretty proud of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's in early stages. As you can imagine, the phone's pretty much ringing off the hook right about now. There's a lot of cool offers in the works, record company-wise and distribution-wise and touring-wise and stuff. Some cool festival things coming up that I think will probably cop a couple of those that make sense. I want to build this from the ground up. I want it to be a strong foundation. Don't want to move too fast with it. There are some offers I could jump at, but I want to make sure it's a little more secure. I want to do some club stuff, building up, a few hundred at a time, until we build up to I want to earn it. I want to earn it back like that. I also think it's better for my boys to kind of build a little more secure, long, strong ride instead. I think we do some things on our own, like kind of how we've been doing it from the garage, like the punk rock ethic thing. Do some shows with a couple of pinnacles in the middle, like a TV show here and a festival over here and a big thing over there with some regular gigs in between until we get it built up. Shooting for a full album in the middle of May this year. I'm going to try to have 15 songs out for 2013 for people to share. So we'll see how that works out.
Very cool. So it seems like you got a lot of plans there. I want to go back to Flotsam and Jetsam, dude, because I loved that first album. And like right after I got into them, you joined Metallica. I wanted to know how hard it was leaving Flotsam and Jetsam, because you were a big part of that, weren't you? As far
Definitely,
as
that was my baby. Kelly and I started that band. You know, we really worked at it. I mean, I put a lot of time and lost a lot of sleep working on that band, getting it to where it was. And back then, it was trading one tape at a time, dudes. You know, it was some real work compared to what it is today.
Well, and then you went on to become a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, and by the way, congratulations on that. That's a great honor. And
kind of crazy, man. A little bit surreal, boys. A little surreal.
And then
a bunch of headbanging dudes, you know, and a doom, doom, doom. Yeah, Hall of Fame. Woo! Wow. Surreal.
That was a great honor, and it was cool that you were up there to be inducted with Metallica. And we've heard you played some off dates with them. You getting a lot of feedback from Metallica fans? Because I know you're always going to be considered part of the Metallica family.
Always will be, brothers. Yep, for sure, man. We went to mountains that nobody else has climbed, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we broke down walls for other bands to be able to play in all kind of countries across the world. We were the spearhead, so that's commendable. Very proud of that. Very proud to be included in the Hall of Fame. That was a cool thing to walk away with that award and just like, can you guys believe this? You know, crazy like that. Because and Hall of Fame usually comes a little bit later, and so we're still all breathing, standing strong. They're out touring strong, and I feel like I'm 19 again with this band. Pretty cool that we were able to do that when we're still all young and able and get that, and then play on there and really knock it out. That was pretty wicked. But the Fillmore shows that I did for the 30th anniversary with them, we played a week in December of 2011. Lars had called me out to do some songs, and I said, heck yeah, man, let's jam. So we went and did our thing, and those nights are really what did it. Why we're talking right now, as the fans just screamed so damn loud and brought me back into it with just such crazy amounts of energy and love that I had to bring it back and give it one more shot. That's what we're doing right now. So it really was. I'm saying it's pretty much Lars's fault. He called me. He said, "You want to jam?" Next thing you know, I got this band going. A year after we jammed together, I got these guys firing off on all cylinders with this old school metal. So. Yep, I'm going to blame it on him and thank him at the same time. Take the credit and the blame, boys.
I got a quick question for you about the Rockstar TV show.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Now, I was thinking when that was all going down, because I was really digging, I'm like, Tommy Lee and Jason Newsted as your rhythm section.
Yeah.
How much sweeter could that be?
It was a little heavy for a minute there, I got to tell you what. And a couple of rehearsals, dude, not bad.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, got to say.
But what the heck happened? I mean, it was just like...
Hollywood happened, bro.
Really?
Yeah. It was killer for the few, I mean it, rehearsals that we actually had, few real world where everyone was cognizant and you were paying attention to what was going on and people weren't drunk and all that silly Hollywood distraction crap. We got a few hours in and the rhythm section was bombastic, I promise. It was freaking crazy.
It had
But there was so little of it, and that was part of my issue, is that it is so the opposite of how I run my show, how I've played my game for all of my career. I am nose to the stone, taking care of business, first one in, last one out. You know, man.
Midwest
Hollywood is the opposite of that, bro. And I learned a lot from it of what not to do, and figured it out pretty quick. I'm cool with the bass I recorded on that record. Actually, I'm pretty happy with a lot of cool 5-string stuff on there. The tones are cool. I dig the thickness of it. Producer gave me some props. I'm happy about that part. And between you and me and everybody else that's listening, TV money's big money. Yeah. They offered me that dough, dude, for those 3 months. They go, okay, for these 3 months you come and rock with these guys and be on the TV and all that kind of thing, and then the money we give you will enable you to do projects for the next 10 years. Where do I sign?
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, how hard is that to figure out, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went in there, I still did things my way. I still played my Sadowski through my guitar amps, going, Gah! I still did my thing, got all that dough, was able to pay for a Voivod album, 2 Voivod albums out of it, and this whole project you're listening to right now, and still got money to do another video. So, who won?
Yeah,
exactly. Amen to that. You did.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the fact that you stayed true to who you are, because so many other people
sell out.
Yeah, they sell out.
As soon as they see that big money, they sell out, and they ruin themselves.
It was a fun experience, dudes. I really got to tell you, it was a lot of fun. It really was, man.
Well, Jason, I wanted to ask you a question. Me and Red have been arguing about this for a while. Now, Nothing Else Matters or Enter Sandman, which one would benefit from Cowbell?
Oh, Enter Sandman. I mean, because, you know, I gotta have that cowbell, baby. No, if you think about nothing else, where are you gonna put that?
I know.
Dude, dun 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 ting ting ting. Not gonna work. But I think da na 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 king 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 king. Hell yeah! Like I'm an American band.
Yeah.
Just like that. Oh my God, yes. Huge dynamite. Let's go back and re-record it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, for the remasters.
Yeah.
For the remasters.
Remaster, so let's see, we're 92. We got about 3 more years before it's 25,
Yeah.
and we'll just go and do it.
Yeah,
Great
add
idea.
cowbell. See?
Write that down.
Yeah, give me
That's
credit
my
for
cowbell
it,
solo. I'm gonna need the spotlight operators in the studio.
Well, we really appreciate you, Jason, taking time out with us, and we wish you all the success. We can't wait to hear a full-fledged album from you and on a tour. I mean, because like we said earlier, man, you give it 100% every time you hit the stage, and we appreciate all that you've done for us rock and roll metal fans out here. And we want to play another track off this called King of the Underground. Tell us
Underdogs.
Underdogs, I'm sorry.
Woo-hoo!
Underdog.
Give us a little background on this one.
So this one, a little bit of a I guess it's, kind of story about myself a little bit. It's for anybody that's kind of got maybe, you know, it can go a couple of ways, right? Mm-hmm. You're the king of the underdogs. You're the guy that's the best of the one that's rated the least or something. However, how does that, the tallest midget? I don't know exactly how that works, but king of the underdogs, that's kind of what it is. Coming up from underneath and kicking major ass. So that's what we're talking about. I am the king. That's what it's saying right there, baby.
All right, well, let's turn this one up real loud. Jason Newsted, it has been an honor to have you on Rock and Metal Revival.
For sure.
Thanks, guys, and check out NewsteadHeavyMetal.com and come and talk to me, people.
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radio's on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, on Rock 101 KLOL on Saturdays 11 p.m. Eastern, on Z-Rock 106.9 KKZR Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.